We worked with CFR in a variety of capacities. We renovated our primary location, that was our broadcast location. We also partnered with CFR as we developed 2 video venue campuses as well.
In 2021, we embarked on an amazing generosity initiative, and CFR stepped in to help us. And they gave us the much needed resources to be able to start an incredible project right away.
Several years ago, we built a new campus. Took out a pretty significant loan, and CFR is our most recent owner of that note, if you will.
So basically, we got a project that we're trying to do that's creating a space and a place that people that are not even in our doors yet to come to. And we partnered up with CFR. We try to realize and understand that, hey, we gotta be with a company and be with someone that's gonna look out for us, our best interests.
When I got to Mountain 25 years ago, what I learned, there was a huge need. What I also learned is that quickly God gave us a big vision to reach thousands and thousands of people far from Jesus. And there was a gap between the need and our vision, and there was also a gap between our vision and reality. And we learned quickly we needed some friends and we needed some finances. And CFR came through on both counts.
We began the relationship with CFR after being in relationship for several years with a bank, and we were ready to work with somebody who was really interested in kingdom work.
I knew about some other organizations who loaned money to churches, but none of them really struck me as purposeful as CFR.
We had gone through this $3 million project with a loan that just was laborious, and the things that we had to report and how they were able to micromanage us in the midst of it. And so I was looking for a little more flexibility.
We're a church that does ministry, and we wanted to be with a company that does ministry.
For them, the win is not just numbers on a page, it's people arriving in heaven. And so that really sets them apart from any financial institution you could look at.
The project that we did with the Family Life Center at our Apopka campus just opened up a whole new world of ministry to children, to the next generation. At our Lake County campus, we didn't have a building. We were renting, and so we were able to get a building and able to do just so much more effective ministry in that community because we have a permanent location.
CFR saved us millions of dollars. And they were our friends in that they guided us and coached us, and they helped our whole church just have a better grasp of how they could leverage their own dollars for kingdom and good.
CFR came in with not only the financial resources that we needed, but also came in with some expertise. Folks who worked for CFR had already been involved in multi-site churches, and so it was kind of a bonus for us to spend some time with them to talk about what does it mean to be a multi-site church, and what is that going to look like for us?
We get them on campus about once every 6 months at least. Shane is our regional representative, and it's cool. Like, Shane has taken part in sermons that we've done. He's taken part in our services, helping lead us through communion. So it's not just, hey, let me talk about money. It's, hey, let's make sure that the kingdom is advancing and moving forward and that discipleship is taking place.
Well, and Shane buys lunch.
That's true. Yeah.
Thanks, CFR.
I know oftentimes you don't get to see all of the fruit that is coming from your investment, and maybe your investment feels insignificant to you, but on the other end, it is incredibly significant. And I'm confident there'll be people in heaven because of the decision to invest with CFR.
Our church in Tucson, Arizona is empowered because of your generosity and your willingness to invest with CFR. And so I just want to say thank you for trusting CFR, for investing your dollars there. And I want you to know that those dollars are being used to bring people to faith in Tucson in incredible ways.
What if we hadn't partnered with CFR? Then thousands of people who are far from Jesus would not have heard the gospel. So this was so crucial, and CFR was at the right place at the right time for us in the season when we needed them the most. They changed the life of our church and the landscape of our church, and we are forever grateful.
I appreciate CFR because they're helping so many in our church. They're helping me. They're helping you make the most of your one life for the thing that matters more than anything else, and that's the work of Jesus.
Thanks so much for serving and resourcing CFR.
That's why we love CFR. That's why we love investing with them, because we know that it's making a change for all of eternity.
Thank you, all CFR investors.
Thank you, and continue doing what you're doing. You're doing a great, great work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for making your one life count by investing through CFR.
You know, CFR has that line, funding ministry, changing lives. And that's not just a cliche statement. That's not just a tagline. Your choice to invest in the kingdom, to invest in churches like ours, and for us to invest in our church specifically, there are names attached to what you've done. And you are changing lives, not just in the here and now, but you're changing lives for eternity. Thank you.